Myra?
I'll be out here for you, and someone else will be in there for you.
Kidman. She knew about Myra.
But I can be silenced if you let me in.
Shit.
Hey, what's up everyone? Nick here. Welcome back to the Evil Within 2 Classic Difficulty walkthrough. And so what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you some really helpful ways to beat Chapter 9. I finally found a method that works really well, and it does a really good job at conserving ammo. So I'm really excited to share this strategy with you. Unfortunately, at this point, after Chapter 9, is where I'm currently going to, or at least momentarily, going to call it quits. So this difficulty is hard. The fact that you are only allowed 7 saves is just ridiculous, in my opinion. And I've reached the conclusion that I have saved my game way too frequently. So based on my experience with the game so far, I now realize that you are going to only be able to save the game at a maximum of once before Chapter 9. If you use more than one save before hitting Chapter 9, you're not going to be able to do this, in my opinion. Or at least I don't think I'd be able to do it. So you might be better than me. That's a fair statement. But I just think that you need to save all of the saves you can until the end of Chapter 10. So right now you're going to see me saving my game, and this is not, so keep in mind, I'm not saving my game here as a recommendation. I'm saving my game just to show you the strategies that I want to show you. I'm going to be restarting my classic difficulty walkthrough, and I'm probably not going to save the game until Chapter 8 or 9 for my first save. So just note, for all of you watching along and enjoying the series is going to be on a pause. I cannot finish it with the progress I've made so far. It's just not going to happen. So I am going to have to restart my walkthrough, which is kind of annoying because I don't, with how this difficulty is, I'm not quite sure what the best way is to restart the entire walkthrough. So that's what's going to happen. And, right now I have a lot of other things going on right now. I kind of got caught up in the mix. I wanted to be the first person on YouTube with a walkthrough for this difficulty, and for the most part I was, but at a cost, and that cost was my enjoyment of the game. So I've reached a point where this difficulty is just, it's not fun, and that's a problem. So with the Evil Within 1, Akumu difficulty, it was one hit, one kill. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done in a video game. But it was rewarding. It was fun. It was an enjoyable experience, and it made me, after I finished, I was craving more. And why they chose to cancel Akumu mode for this game, I don't know. But classic difficulty, it's just not fun. The fact that you have only 7 saves, it takes all fun away from the difficulty, which is a huge shame because this game is really good. I really enjoy this game, and the problem that I've been facing is because I've been so stressed out at getting this walkthrough up first, I've sacrificed my enjoyment of the game, and that is a problem. When I stop having fun, at the end of the day, the walkthrough is meant to help you guys and give you guys strategies. But keep in mind that all of the time I spend making my walkthrough is time that I could be spending studying physics, which is what I'm majoring in for those of you who might be new to the channel. And right now I'm at a very important stage in my physics career. I'm about to go into grad school, and so all of the time that I'm spending doing this walkthrough could be spent doing other things is essentially what it comes down to. Now, usually for other games, I don't mind sacrificing that time because I'm having fun doing it. But when it reaches a point where I'm not having fun doing these walkthroughs, that's where the problem occurs, and that's where I need to kind of step back and say, is this worth doing? I have a lot of viewers who are really looking forward to my walkthrough. And so real quick, let me get to the gameplay. You're just going to walk, and then at the last part of this room, you're going to sprint through the doorway. So this guy's going to emerge from the blood, so just sprint right past him. Don't waste any ammo on him. Take a right, and then just sprint through this room. That's why I visited this room in the first place, to grab the items, because that enemy will chase you out of the room. So you got to get through there as quickly as possible. And once you get here, you don't have to worry about him anymore. And so now, guys, I've said my piece. I'm going to be restarting the walkthrough. I don't know when I'm going to be restarting it because I just have some other things on my plate. But I wanted to get you to at least Chapter 9. I wanted to show you the strategies I came up with because I think they're going to help a lot of people. And, you know, if I end up not beating the game on Classic difficulty, so be it. Maybe I'll find a way to still bring the game to my channel through Nightmare difficulty or something like that. But anyway, guys, let's do this. So this room right here is the first of 2 difficult parts in the level. Chapter 9 is surprisingly difficult. So when I played this level on my first playthrough, it really wasn't that bad. But on my second playthrough, it has been terrible. So what I'm going to do right off the bat, there's going to be these 2 enemies in the corner. I'm going to walk up to one, and I'm going to kill the first one immediately. Then I'm going to run away and hide behind this wall right here. And the second guy, he's going to come investigate. And I'm going to take him out with a stealth kill. Now, because of all of the pillars in this room, it's really easy to get stealth kills. So check this out. I'm going to go in for the kill. Pretty simple. But you're going to see later on that that's not the case, but I'm going to show you some ways around that as well. But the reason you want to kill those 2 guys is because what's going to happen is we have to open a door, a gate. And as we're opening the gate, those 2 enemies are going to wake up and start attacking you. So I figure, hey, just kill them now instead of later. And again, you're going to see why that's helpful in a couple seconds. So you're going to come to this room here.
Looks like
Go ahead and take the crank, and we're going to need this crank to open the other gate. Unfortunately, of course, once we take this crank, that's going to release all of the enemies into the area. And so I'm going to show you how to get through this without wasting any shotgun ammo. And this is a really cool strategy. So all we're going to need to do this is two explosive bolts, and that is it. Alright, so first things first, you're going to run to this location right here. And one of the enemies is going to slowly make his way over, and we're going to take him out with a stealth kill. Just do exactly what I do here. Now, the reason this is so much more difficult on Classic difficulty than it was on my survival playthrough is because now, where there used to be a typical enemy, there is now a witch. And remember, the witches, I don't know what they're actually called, but they are the enemies that are pale, white, females. They have white dresses on, long white hair, and they carry knives. They're kind of like albino witches. And they are incredibly tough. It takes so much ammo to kill them, even from a shotgun. But it turns out that you can kill them with a stealth kill and 2 explosive bolts, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, and it will make your life so much easier. And then, after she's out of the way, we can kill everyone else in the area with a little bit of stealth. So now there's going to be one more guy blocking the way up ahead. So I'm going to run over here. This one's a little tricky. It usually doesn't work, but that doesn't stop me from trying. So I'm going to throw a glass bottle at the wall, hoping that he'll come in and turn towards that glass bottle, and then I can sneak up behind him. But you're going to see here, for whatever reason, he just turned straight towards me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run away. If ever you're trying to get a stealth kill and an enemy sees you, just run away. Hide behind something, the first thing that you can find. So I'm going to hide behind this wall here. And you're going to see that slowly but surely he will make his way in here to investigate. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of... So this is what I was talking about. When at first the stealth kill doesn't go well, just shimmy around the cover until you're able to get it. So you see right here, I'm going to go for it. He's about to see me. So there it is. He sees me again. I'm just going to keep shimmying around this thing. Eventually he's going to get too close, so I'm just going to sprint around in a circle. The reason you can do this is because there's only one enemy in the area. If there was more than one enemy, then this would be a lot harder. But because there's only one enemy, it's definitely feasible. It's actually pretty easy. And so that's another strategy I'm going to implement in this, is I'm going to see, like right there, that is bullshit. The fact that he turned around like that and saw me at the last second, I just highly disagree with. But you're going to see I eventually get the kill. Now, like I was saying, another strategy I'm going to implement right here is I'm going to intentionally make it so that I'm only ever dealing with one enemy at a time. That way, if the enemy does in fact see me, I'll be okay. Now, right here, I'm going to craft 2 explosive bolts. I already had 1 in my inventory. You're going to see why it's useful. You're going to want 3, and you only need 2, but you want 3 because you might miss one, and so you want a backup one. But here we go, guys. I'm going to creep up here and hide behind this tomb, or I can't remember what these are called for some reason, but I'm going to hide behind it, and you're going to see now the witch will enter the area. Now, also in the area are 2 enemies off in the distance that are tearing a corpse to shreds, and there's also going to be 2 other guys that are kind of off doing their own thing. You don't have to worry about them for the moment. Alright, so what we're going to do first is we are going to stealth attack the witch. Now, 1 stealth kill will not kill her, but it will cause her a significant amount of damage, and that's what allows this strategy to work. The reason you do not want to use up all of your shotgun ammo in this section is because the next section is going to be even tougher, and in that section you're not going to have the luxury of using stealth. So you need to utilize ammo conservation here, because that's not something you're going to be able to do in the next part. Alright, so the witch is going to walk just back and forth in the same path, assuming she doesn't see you. So you'll see she's going to hang out right there for a couple seconds. Now she's going to turn towards me, and she's going to come up to this wall. But don't worry, she's not going to go any further past this wall. So just give it a second, she'll stop once more, and then as soon as she turns around, we're going to go in for the stealth kill. Or for the stealth attack, I should say. So go up, do it. Now, like I said, it's not going to kill her, so you're going to have to get ready to run. Immediately turn around and sprint towards the gate that we originally came in through. Right here. You'll be surprised to know that it's still open. You're going to see you're going to see the video speed up, because what you're going to want to do is run to the very end of this hallway. The enemies might follow you in here, so I'm going to use the sniper rifle to zoom down the hallway to see. And now the video is about to go back to normal speed. The enemies will eventually leave the area. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to creep around this corner, rotate the camera to make sure none of the enemies are looking at me, and now is when the explosive bolts come into play. So I'm going to equip my explosive bolt, I'm going to open this gate, I'm going to stand in the open doorway, and I'm going to shoot her with the explosive bolt from far away. So here we go. Might take a couple seconds to get it to line up properly. She will stop in a second, and that makes it easier. So there we go. As soon as you hit her, again, turn around and run towards the end of this hallway. And I'm going to speed up the video one more time. So I'm going to hide out here, but the enemies are going to come into the area. And this time they tend to come up further. So I'm actually going to run through the next gate and hide at the top of these stairs here. And it's a really cool strategy. So you can see the enemies right there. They will pretty much always come into the hallway, but they will always leave. And that is because the game programs them to go back to the chamber, because, you know, if you were able to lure them out here, you could easily open the gate, and that's why the game automatically makes it so that they have to return to the area so that you can't open the gate in that way. So now I'm going to shoot my second explosive bolt. I ended up missing that one. So that's okay. That's why I recommended making 3 instead of 2, so that you have a spare. Because all it takes to kill her is the stealth attack and 2 explosive bolts. So here we go. I'm going to use my third one. Take the shot. And you'll know that she's dead because you won't hear her scream. So typically she'll scream, but in this case she doesn't scream, so that's what tells you she's dead. Alright, same thing. I'm going to run back to the end of this hallway. This time, however, the enemies decided not to chase me. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to make my way into the chamber and start stealth killing them. Now, unfortunately, I made a mistake here. I went into the gate too soon. One of the enemies saw me. That's going to ruin my plan, so I said, screw it, I'm going to run back here and just wait out the clock until he returns to the chamber. Really, really effective strategy. I was actually surprised to see that this hallway remained accessible once you entered the chamber. I would have thought they would have canceled that out, but they don't. Alright, guys, and so now here we go. Now we're going to do the stealth. So you're going to see 2 enemies in the area making rounds. And you're going to see the third enemy. He's actually, so notice how I'm rotating the camera right here. I'm waiting for both enemies to turn their backs on me, and that's when I'm going to make my way into the chamber. Now you're going to see that there's a third enemy that's stuck. He's actually running into a wall. That might seem like a rare occurrence. If it was a rare occurrence, I would not have left it in my walkthrough. It's actually pretty common. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, the third enemy in this room almost always gets caught on the door. And if he doesn't get caught on the door, he goes into the next room, so you don't have to worry about him right away anyway. So it's kind of a win-win situation. So we're going to focus on these 2 guys first. All right, so one of the guys turned around. The next guy's about to turn around, so you're going to see that right here. And so now I'm going to kill this guy with a stealth kill. Now, I did make a little hiccup here. You're going to want to stealth kill this guy while he's on the left, not on the right. But I got a bit over-aggressive, and I decided to stealth kill him right here on the right side. And you'll see that was a mistake, because now the second guy is about to see me. So what am I going to do? I'm going to run away, and I'm going to run towards another safe room. So I'm just going to run as fast as I can. Again, the key here is to not panic. Don't start shooting. Don't start trying to, turn around and outmaneuver them. Just turn around, run away, and I'm going to run to this door here. And this room is typically a safe room as well. The enemies typically will not follow you this far, and even if they do, they typically won't actually come through this doorway, so you should be fine. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait here for a couple of seconds, until the coast is clear. I probably could have sped this part of the video up as well, but I forgot. But I'm just going to kind of wait out the clock, and I'm going to wait out the clock and wait. Or that didn't make any sense. But anyway, eventually, once I realize the coast is clear, I'm going to get into this hallway, and I'm going to go stealth kill the last two guys. But that'll pretty much do it, guys. So all you need in terms of ammo to beat this section is 2 explosive bolts. You'll notice I did not use anything else. Just 2 explosive bolts, and that's all. And that's really going to help you later on, because the next part of the level, you do not have the opportunity to conserve ammo. You have to use it, and that's going to make things tougher. Alright, so once again, you can see that enemy off in the distance. He's running straight into a wall. And so like I said, it's not a rare occurrence. That happens a lot. And even if it doesn't happen, he will run into the next room, and he won't be a threat. So you really have nothing to worry about from that guy. Our main objective is to kill the other enemy that is currently making rounds. So slowly but surely, I'm going to creep up. And this is where things get a little annoying. So on my first attempt at this, what happened is I stealth killed the second guy. And then the guy that's running into the doorway, he didn't hear it, and he just kept running. That's not what happened here. Somehow this time he heard me, so you're going to see once again I have to just kind of run away and get to a safe distance. Alright, so I'm going to go in for the kill on this guy. Alright, and you're about to see once I get that kill, the other guy's going to notice. Now, like I said, sometimes he doesn't notice, sometimes he does. Either way, I'm going to run away to a safe distance. Once again, I'm going to kind of shimmy around these pillars here to try to go in for another stealth kill. Again, the annoyingness of these enemies, he's going to turn around at the last second. I swear to God, it's really annoying how they jerk around like that. But anyway, he'll see me, so what am I going to do? I'm going to run away to a safe distance, and then as you'll see for a third time, he'll just get caught in that wall, and now it's easy to get the kill. You can just sneak up behind him and get the job done. No problem. However, we are not out of the woods yet, so in my opinion, this is where they should have given you the save opportunity, is after this chamber, but they don't do that. They make you do 2 chambers without a save, and both of them are incredibly difficult. Unfortunately, for the next chamber, there's no real strategy except for making use of shock bolts. Those tend to be very effective. Real quick, there might be one more enemy in the area. He'll be praying in this cell right here, so go ahead and sneak up behind him, get the stealth kill, and you'll see he's actually praying to a statue, so you can go ahead and get yourself another key while you're at it. Alright, and before moving on, I'm going to go into one more chamber, and that is over here. So again, notice how killing those 2 enemies at the beginning that were lying dead in the corner saved me some effort here. Alright, so in this room there's going to be a pouch, there's also going to be some gunpowder, and then in the adjacent chamber there's also another thing of gunpowder, so make sure you pick all that up. Alright, and now we're good to leave this godforsaken area. So go ahead and insert the crank into this wheel, and we'll be able to carry on into the next section. Now in here there's nothing to really worry about. Alright, so you'll see how long that gate takes to open. So there was a lot of strategies that I tried where I tried to open the gate with the enemy still in the area, and it doesn't work. They're too fast. The shock bolts don't last long enough. The smoke bolts don't last long enough. It's just impossible. I honestly think so. A lot of the times when I come up with strategies, I'll say that, you know, my strategies are good, but there's probably better ones. I honestly think that in this case, my strategy is one of the best ones that's going to be out there, because that's just such a hard section, and it took me so long to come up with that. So many trial and error opportunities. Anyway, in this room here, there's going to be some shotgun shells on the ground, so those are going to be invaluable in the next section. Ahead of me, there's some pistol rounds. However, when you go to pick them up, that guy's probably going to wake up, so I'm just not going to get them because I already have full ammo for the pistol. But you might want to pick them up if you need them. The pistol, I swear to God, is essentially worthless in this game. It's so weak, and given the fact that you can't upgrade weapons, that makes it even tougher. Now, this enemy here lying on the bed, he's never woken up, but his eyes are glowing, and that leads me to believe that he can wake up if you get too close, so I'm just going to keep my distance. And in this room here, there's going to be a resonant frequency. I'm going to ignore it. I'm just going to pick up this gunpowder. Alright, so now we've gotten all the stuff. I'm going to craft as many shotgun shells as I can because that's what we're going to be using in the next section. Also, if you can, you might want to have at least 1 or 2 shock bolts. Those are going to be pretty helpful as well. But like I said, the next section, it's just hard. It's tough. There's no bulletproof strategy. You just have to have some practice with it. I can't count the number of times I died in this level. Again, which just leads me to my point that classic difficulty, it's just not fun. The challenge is fun. You know, the harder enemies, the strategies you have to think of, it's a lot of fun. But the fact that you're only given 7 saves, I just don't agree with it. I think it takes all the fun out of this difficulty. They should have just given you auto saves. I can't stress it enough how much this difficulty sucks. You know, I love challenges. I just hate when those challenges aren't enjoyable. And that is the case with this game. In my opinion, anyway. Alright, well anyway, let's carry on to the last section. So, I'm going to equip my explosive bolt that I have left. And now we're going to go into the next area.
Your failure to gain led to passion, which led to despair, and despair led to self-destruction. You are your own downfall.
And you know, the thing is, I think a lot of people agree that classic difficulty is not fun. I saw Seraphim17, he's a YouTuber that I like a lot. He does hardest difficulty walkthroughs, and he just started a walkthrough not on classic difficulty, but on nightmare mode. And his reasoning was that he just didn't think classic difficulty was fun. He just thought it was a stupid difficulty, and that seems to be the prevailing opinion. And it's just really upsetting. I don't know why they changed it. You know, it's one of those things that if it's not broken, you shouldn't fix it. Akumu mode was fantastic, and the fact that they changed it, it's one of the only negative sides of this game, I think. I just really think they made a mistake on that. Alright, anyway, guys, I'm going to show you how to get through this last section of Chapter 9, and then I'm going to ditch out on the commentary. And like I said, that'll be the end for this walkthrough. I'm going to have to restart. I've used too many saves. I'm not going to be able to beat the game with the amount of saves I have left. So at this point, it's more about just the strategies than the saves. So I'm going to be stopping this walkthrough. I'm going to restart the walkthrough, knowing everything that I know now, and that one should go a lot better. But anyway, here we go. So you have to kill 3 of these lava guys. That's just what I'm going to call them because why not? And the best weapon to kill these guys is the shotgun, and another useful thing is the shock bolt. They typically take about 3 shotgun shells to kill. That's assuming you're close enough. So I'm going to hit him once, and now I'm going to run away. These guys are kind of slow, but when they charge at you, they can be very fast. So here we go. I'm going to shoot him, shoot his buddy. I disagree heavily with that. I don't think he should have made contact right there, but he did. not the end of the world. I'm going to heal up and then run away. So that's kind of the one of the big strategies here is you want to shoot and run. Shoot and run. Do not shoot. Do not try to hold your ground against one of these guys. They're too strong. All right, so now I'm going to shoot a shock bolt. Really quickly equip my shotgun. The shock bolt does not last very long. I was given the opportunity to stomp on that guy, so I did, and you'll see that it actually killed him. Unfortunately, one of those guys again was able to hit me, so I had to deal with that. Luckily, I have a good supply of syringes, but that's what I'm talking about. It's really annoying. They just, like, look at that. Again, how did he not flinch when I hit him the second time with that shotgun? These guys are incredibly unfair. And so that I didn't follow my own advice there. I shot him and then I tried to hold my ground and shoot him again. It's just not going to work. So shoot, run. Shoot, run. That's your best friend here. Again, shock bolts can be very effective, but you can see that they don't last very long. So that's a problem. Alright, so again, shoot, run, shoot, run, shoot, run. Eventually I'm going to equip, so there's some shotgun shells on the altar right here. Make sure you pick those up. I'm going to equip an explosive bolt to get my second kill. At this point, I've done enough damage to both of them to where it should kill him, and you'll see that's exactly what it does. And once you're down to one guy, that's when things get, you know, relatively easier. It's really when you have multiple of these guys that it gets hard. So now pick your choice. Use harpoon bolts, use a sniper rifle, use a shotgun. I'm just going to finish the job with the shotgun because I am so sick of these guys. And there it is. Once you get past that, you will be given a save opportunity, which I highly recommend you use. So, like I said, I'm going to be restarting my walkthrough, and my plan for right now is I'm going to save in Chapter 8 before the Stefano fight. I'm going to save at the start of Chapter 9, and I'm going to save at the end of Chapter 9. And then I have it all planned out where my next couple of saves are going to come from. Or actually, sorry, I misspoke. I'm going to save in Chapter 8 at the beginning of the Stefano fight, and then I'm going to save here at the end of Chapter 9. So by the time I get to Chapter 10, I'll have only used 2 saves, and that will leave me 5 saves for the last 7 levels of the game, which, trust me, you're going to need. So there you have it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and ditch out on the commentary now because this walkthrough is basically over. I apologize. You know, I hate stopping things that I've already started, but in this case, I'm just not going to be able to beat the game with the amount of saves I've already used. So no matter what, I'm going to have to restart this walkthrough. And on the second time around, I'm not going to be as pressured to be the first one with it up. Luckily, with these first 9 videos, I was the first YouTuber to get these 9 videos up, so that will already count for something. But yeah, so I'm going to have to restart this walkthrough. I apologize. I hope you guys don't get upset with that. Your support always means a lot to me. But anyway, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you get the chance. I really hope these strategies helped you out because I spent a lot of time on Chapter 9 trying to figure out what to do, trying to figure out the best ways to conserve ammo. But anyway, all you have left to do in this chapter is solve a puzzle, which you can watch me do, and then it's going to end with a rather long cutscene introducing a new character. So, alright guys, I'll see you, once I restart the walkthrough. I'll probably release a short video just updating my channel so that everyone knows I'm restarting the walkthrough. And, yeah, so I'll see you later. Oh, one last thing I do want to know. I'll mention this in the video I just talked about, but when I do restart the walkthrough, I'm not going to do it on a chapter-by-chapter basis. I'm going to do it on a save-by-save basis. So I'm actually going to do, like, video 1 is going to be everything up to the first save. So that's actually going to be chapters 1 through 8. And then the second video is going to be up to save 2, third video up to save 3. So in total, it should come out to 8 videos since there's 7 saves. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.
Sebastian Castellanos, you've finally come. I've been waiting for you.
Who the hell are you?
My followers call me Father Theodore. I hope that you will call me that too, friend.
Another lunatic with a god complex, huh? I already killed one of you today.
Of course you did. That is how you deal with every challenge in your life. Through brute force and intimidation. And look where it has led you. Into a hell of your own making. Lower your weapon. Use your mind instead of your fists for once. We have the same goal, Sebastian. We can help each other. Join me. You will be reunited with your daughter. And I will have the power of the core.
I already know who has Lily.
Yes. And Myra won't give her up so easily.
What? Where are they?
I wish that I could tell you, but you are not ready. You must be folded into my flock before I can share that knowledge.
I said tell me where she is!
Accept my invitation. I can lead you away from your own darkness. I can lead you to Lily.
Sorry, I'm not a follower.
So be it. You have so much pain, the events of the past haunt your every moment. I showed you the path here. You must learn that I am here to help. Return to me willingly. Then we can assume our natural roles. Not as adversaries, but as allies. Farewell for now, Sebastian.